one of the largest water and sewage systems in the United States. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is COMCAST Newsmakers, coming to you from the Detroit Historical Museum in the city's Cultural Center Historic District in Midtown Detroit. Joining me now is the Director of the Detroit Water and Sewage Department, Gary Brown. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
And who would think water and sewage would be an exciting topic, but really it is. A lot of huge changes taking place right now within the department. A split, actually, correct?
Yeah, I'm dubbing it the big splash. There's going to be a split of one of the largest municipal water and sewage departments in the country. It's going to have two governance systems. One will be the Great Lakes Water Authority, which will be responsible for running our water and sewer plants, as well as all of our assets outside of the city of Detroit. It has a 6-member board. I am one of the board members. Detroit has 2. And then there's the Detroit Water and Sewage retail version, which I'm the director of that new entity, and I'll be responsible for customer service billing and collection of Detroit customers, as well as revamping our underground assets within the city of Detroit. So DWSD will control the assets in the city of Detroit, and the Great Lakes Water Authority will control the assets, the water plant, the sewer plant, and all of the assets on the outside of the city of Detroit.
And who thought this was a good idea? Why the split? There are certainly going to be benefits, but what was the overall idea behind it?
A regional approach to fixing the overall system. This new authority, under the Memorandum of Understanding, will give Detroit $50 million a year for the next 40 years to go to nothing other than fixing the underground assets that for decades, there just hasn't been the money to do the repairs. And so now, there's $50 million for 40 years to get that done.
Is that enough to make sure, not just Detroit residents, because this is a system that serves how many or what percentage of the state of Michigan?
Well, the majority of the state of Michigan, but 122 other cities and communities in southeast Michigan, other than the city of Detroit, which is 40% of the overall system.
So if you think I don't need to worry about it, it's not my water, it probably is your water.
Is your water.
And is that enough money? Are we on track to be able to provide affordable, safe water for years to come?
Oh, absolutely. And, as long as we do this smartly and efficiently, we're working with the state and the county road systems to ensure that when we get ready to replace the pipes underground, that it's not an area in which they've just put in new pavement. We're working together in conjunction with the city's Department of Public Works to ensure that the money is being spent efficiently and effectively, and it will certainly go a long way in ensuring that for decades to come, that this is a system that everybody can depend on.
So obviously those behind the scenes, the capital improvements, you guys are going to notice that and know that we're doing what we need to do. But what about your everyday residents, customers? Are they going to notice improvements? Are they going to see any kind of change?
Yeah, in the city of Detroit, the main focus is going to be customer service, improving customer service, giving our customers the opportunity to pay their bills either on the phone, through the internet, from a mobile app, from a kiosk, giving them many more options than they have today. Also making sure that the business practices that ensures that their personal information is safe and secure will be an investment that we'll make to ensure that that happens. And so I think that's what the average customer will see in Detroit. You'll start to see all of our fire hydrants are now repaired. You'll start to see our catch basins, they will be vacuumed out, and that type of preventive maintenance just hasn't been done for decades because the money wasn't there, and now the money is. And so I think there's going to be a flurry of activity that Detroiters and people from outside of the city of Detroit going on in the spring of this year, that they're going to be happy to see the improvements. Similar to what you see with the lights going on, with garbage being picked up, with parking meters that are now a better level of service in the city of Detroit.
All that's going to be there. When it's not, it's an issue, but it's going to be back and better than ever. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
For more information on today's topic, you can visit dwsd.org. Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Gary Brown, the Director of the Detroit Water and Sewage Department.